Hey guys, Nagayama now at the Tashkent Grand Slam. So he took gold and he was on some spectacular form. Not many throws, but a lot of attempts. As we see a beautiful Uchimata now, taking out the Uzbekistani. You know, no home advantage, is going to beat out Nagayama. And I did predict him to take gold, and here he is, showing his wonderful judo. So the first round's already over, sorry about that, but we're into the second, and he's up against a Mongolian. He's always so close to scoring. You know, whatever entry he goes in for, he's almost at the point of throwing someone, and there must be 10 or so attempts on this Mongolian fighter where he just, you know, he almost looks like he's going to throw him. Look, here we go, big pickup. This is like Mongolian territory, but Nagayama is showing great strength to hold around the back and beat him at his own game. Wasn't a score here. Wasn't a score. I thought it could have been a score. Here we see a great drop-in seoi nage. Not going to get penalized for that. But the Mongolian is for passivity. And he had 5 fights throughout the day. Took out 2 guys from Uzbekistan and Smetov, the Kazakhstani, in the final. And here we see the end of this fight now. And Nagayama likes this position. Seen him do it many times before. It's a Uchimata Skashi, but not really got anything to do with an Uchimata. Right, next up against the French player, Mikhaids. I don't know how to pronounce his name, sorry, but he definitely had the best go at Nagayama, almost taking his arm there and almost throwing him several times. But he was almost kind of just jumping in for techniques and nothing was really happening. He ended up getting a couple of shidos. Nagayama here trying a little tomoe nage, but that's definitely not his tokui waza. Yeah, so here, see what I mean? He's just kind of dropping down whenever he can. He doesn't want to grip with Nagayama. And eventually here he goes in for a weak technique and gets countered. It was close to golden score. But this was as close as anyone got to Nagayama on the day. So next up, another Uzbekistani fighter, Nurulayev. And unfortunately for the home crowd, Nagayama made quick work of him. Looks like Nagayama is trying to get a bit of mat time with his tomoe nage. But here you see a beautiful seoi nage. Gets wazari, rolling him over, looking for the nawaza. So here we see again, he's just so close to scoring every time he drops in there. Really does he get penalized for a bad, a drop in. And if you're a seoi nage specialist, this is what you have to do. You have to be good at selling it. You can't just drop down every time or you're going to lose from penalties. Anyway, here we see a great, someone's going to correct me, Yoko Shiho Gatame. Or Tate Shiho Gatame? No, Tate would be the other way, wouldn't it? But yeah, Nagayama showing his nawaza skills. Unfortunate for the Uzbekistani crowd, but that's how things go. Anyway, against Smetov, and Nagayama made not quick work of Smetov, but he kind of killed him at his own game. He was faster, he had better grips, stronger attacks. Here he is going in for that tomoe nage again. Something he's definitely working on, adding tools to the arsenal. And Smetov, if you want to see more highlights from Smetov, obviously, he got to the final, so he had a good day of judo. I'll be making a highlights video. So stay subscribed for that. Hit the bell to know when it comes out. It should be out tomorrow. So sleeve battle now. And Smetov kind of looks like he had a bit of a problem with his shoulder. I think he's had some injuries, you know, in the last year or so, but anyway, it was good of him to get to the final, a return to the mat. Dropping in there, not much happening, but Nagayama was already up, and Smetov has to put it to him. You know, the clock is running out. And you see there with Nagayama, if he drops down and nothing's happening, he's up on his feet again. He's not dropping down like this. This is not what you want to do. You got a minute on the clock, you've dropped down for a poor attack, and now your opponent is on top of you, burning the clock with newaza. 7 seconds lost there. So it's a difficult game, you know, when you're a Seoi Nage specialist, you have to, you know, are you going to drop down or not? It's difficult. So here we see the end of the fight here, and Smetov is against the clock. See Nagayama, he wants to stand up and he wants to turn it into something. Nice little uranage that he does. 7 seconds on the clock. And the gold medal for Nagayama. First time against Smetov, I think, for him. So it'll be good for him to get that one under his belt. And Smetov's got some problems going on, but he's okay. Anyway, guys, it's late here, so I'm going to call it a day. And I'll do an unball video in the morning, and then some highlights as well. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.